Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm taking you in for the journey. I have a message for us today. But we're gonna climb down here in flippy floppies first. God, am I gonna ruin my skirt until I actually wear girly clothes? Oh my God. Sorry, woman. I'm a woman. I'm not a girl anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay, bear with me, homie. If this found you, there's a reason, there's a rhyme. We're gonna find a sacred space to chit chat. In the meantime, just get comfortable. Maybe get a fun drink. Ow! Oh, what's with me and always experiencing little pokies? But that is the path of the unknown, baby. You gotta get a little poked. Carve your own path, right? Okay, where we go? We're gonna, taking you somewhere special. Okay, so listen, get cozy. Yes, and if you're in motion, just get cozy in motion, right? Isn't that life? Finding the comfort as we're going so fast in the vortex of the universe. Adios mio, what are we gonna talk about? Oh my God, I feel something really awesome and random, of course, because it's all random. Or is it? I don't know, man. Okay, one sec. I'm actually really curious, where you're from, so if you also want to drop it like it's hot down below. I want to know where you're at in the vortex of the world. I said vortex twice. That means that's a significant word for today's message. Vortex. Curious what you feel it means, just intuitively, not logically. If you feel called to drop your definition of what is a vortex to you down below, I would actually love to know. All right, I think we found our little spot. I kind of want shade just because it's a little hot and I want to see you. I want to look you in the eyes and then into the soul, my beautiful friend. Thanks for being awesome. Okay, so, you see that? Ooh, I burped. I just had a burrito. What a blessing. I actually had this revelation years ago, okay? So, you know how when you eat something and you're super full and you're like, I'm so full, right? Now, I went on a little tangent where I'm like, I gotta reprogram this because, to be full, to have your belly fed is such a blessing. It is a core essential. But not everyone has access to that, right? To feel full in their belly. So all of a sudden I'm like, okay, how can I reprogram that to have a little bit more stamina, to be stamina of appreciation. 333 as I'm saying this. So now I'm like, when I'm, my belly is full, I say I'm soul full. I'm so full. If you get it, baby. I know, it's quite good. Ow! Okay. So today's message it's kind of interesting. I feel like it's tied to trusting your instincts as a mystic, right? Because, sometimes we get these little gut feelings when we're on our path to talk to a stranger, right? I mean, I've met some incredible people on this earth because they trusted that gut. You know who you are. Ow! But today, I had this moment that, is going to connect this story. But in general, I go through a lot of moments like this, especially on my spiritual awakening journey where I started to understand, wow, when you awaken your consciousness, your divinity, your leadership, there's a responsibility. And that responsibility is the fact that you become a messenger for people. you know? And it's like you got to get over your fear of looking stupid, you know, stupido. No, that's not going to happen around here, because that essence of you trusting your gut is you're a conduit. You are a message for someone, right? People are portals. We talk about that a lot here. And if we haven't already, we will, because that's something that I love to say, but also that I believe in full-heartedly. Heartedly. That sounded weird. First of all, I'm so thirsty. So thirsty. I think I had too much salt. Salt protection might be relevant. Maybe we need to protect the energy. Or jump in the ocean. That could be significant. I don't know. I'm feeling like that salty. Like, we need to drink more water. Always. But anyways, so my love, let me just get cozy here. When you awaken that conscious leadership within you. Oh, I love that angle. Hold up. One sec. Un momento. I'm trying to learn Spanish, but I gotta expand my vocabulary a little bit. I know just the basics. Un momento. Okay, there we go. So when we awaken our consciousness, it really is a responsibility, just like any superhero. And when I was walking over here, I found a blue jay feather, this beautiful blue jay feather. And I was walking, looking, thinking, feeling all the things, right? And then I saw the postman, but she was really a woman, postwoman, the girl who takes care of the mail on the street. And I just felt this intuition to give her the feather, okay? I went up to her and I said, "Hey, how are you?" And she's like, "I'm good. What do you want from me?" And I was just like, "Listen, I'm having this little feeling to give you this feather." And she was just like, "Okay." And looked at it, smiled, and put it aside. Now, at this point in my journey, I know there's a reason. In this moment, it didn't seem like it clicked, right? So the ego mind might feel a little bit like, "Oh my God, I'm so stupid," or what the fuck, that was weird. But no, this message is to remind you that you're always a conduit for something bigger than you know. And I had told her this is a blue jay feather. That felt significant to tell her. Literally, this interaction lasted not even a minute, okay? But it felt like it's just something that I needed to do. And I feel like this is coming as a reminder, because it's you're going to get these gut feelings as you progress your spiritual awakening and your responsibility and your own intuition as a mystic. A mystic is a bridge keeper between the heavens and the earth. The responsibility is to be seeing this whole game of life as a communion with something bigger than you, you know? And you are the vessel of that creation. Of above, so below. Your heart is the portal. So listen to what your gut is telling you. If you feel called to tap someone on the shoulder at the market and say, "Yo, you have such a beautiful smile," or whatever the fuck, right? Do it. Because you don't know the impact you're going to make on that person. We never know what people are going through, you know? And just you trusting your gut as a conduit, as a mystic, as a light worker, as a meditation teacher, as a leader, as whatever you title yourself, as a light carrier, right? Ooh, I like that. You're a light carrier. You're an alchemist. This angle is so not flattering. Oh my goodness, we can play the guitar over here. But anyways, okay. You have a responsibility. So trust your gut. Because we're also time travelers. And what I mean by that is what I felt intuitively right now is this woman didn't understand the significance of the blue jay feather. But I had this knowing as I walked away. I was like, it doesn't make sense now, but it will soon. You know? So it's not our responsibility to really understand the logical part of it. We just got to have enough courage to listen to the feeling, okay? And that's why, like, our morning practice is so significant, because we're training the heart, we're training the gut, we're training all parts of ourselves to be a conduit for something bigger. Okay? So that is today's message, ladies and gentlemen. Trust your intuition, trust those gut feelings that you're having to pass on to other people, because there's a reason for it. There truly is, and you don't really have to know the reason. Okay? So just know that I love you so. This was fun. I'm so dehydrated. Oh my goodness. Licking the lips just a little bit. Licking. And I'm like, what? I'm like, Maya, pause. I don't know, something that's coming up is like, dare to taste the many flavors of the world, because I kept saying licking. It's like, I feel like when you're a mystic or any type of light barrier carrier, it's like you're here to like try things. Wow, I see a lizard perched on a rock like a motherfucking diva out by the pool. Oh my god. Can you see? Look at that. It's so pretty where I'm at. Alright, well, this was fun. I wanted this to be short. I'll see you soon. Wow. Now I'm like looking at myself because I'm looking at you. I'm like, hi, friend. I feel a little bit of like self-conscious energy at the end of this message, so it could be just realizing how beautiful you are, how handsome you are. And that goes like, you know, hand in hand with trusting just trusting yourself and building like this self-trust that's so undeniable that it's like you follow those intuition nuggets, like, you know, passing on the joy to other people, because you are a reflection of divinity. You are the rainbow codes. You are the light codes. So just maybe go look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are, and look into your eyes and really take in the wonder of your consciousness that you've chosen. You said, I'm going to follow the call. I'm going to choose to surrender for a living. Not many people can really embody that. That's definitely, you know, an art and a science. But it takes true courage. So, your reflection is gorgeous, handsome. Oh. All right. If you haven't already, come join my Telegram group, The Higher Self Spiral. I would love to have you there. Come be a pioneer. It's a fairly new group if you're finding this live, but maybe by the time you find this, it's like big community. We're like popping off all these light barriers. Whoa, tongue twist. But yeah, come check it out. It's free. You can find me on Instagram too, Mystic Maya Harmony, same handle. I have some fun offerings down below as well. I do some channeled messages. They're called A Letter from Your Higher Self. They come in a greeting card that I made because I'm also a graphic designer. I don't practice it so much anymore, but there was an era of me being a nerd on the computer. Now I kind of still am, but it's different. But anyways, check that out if you want to read about it, but also just receive a letter from your higher self. Like, let's say you're going through something really hard, you know, you're in a transitional period, and you know how to take care of yourself. No one ever knows if you're really struggling because that's just how resilient you are. But low key, you're like, oh my God, I wish someone would just see me. I wish someone would just hold me. I wish someone would just celebrate you. Well, that's why I'm here, first of all. But also, your higher self is like, yo, I got you too. But sometimes you just need a mirror, a sacred mirror that you trust to reflect the truth within you. And hi, that's me. That's Mystic Maya. That's my role here. So you can go ahead and get yourself a letter. Treat yourself. It's better than a coffee because it actually lasts. I get a lot of messages from people who have gotten them and they're like, Maya, like I read it like 6 months later, even sometimes 2 years later, and they're like, only now like this last part really makes sense and I really needed it right now, right? Or I read this all the time, like every full moon. Like they just have the best little revelations, and it comes, and it's divine timing, of course. And the letter is sent through snail mail. So no matter where you're at in the world, as long as you have a post office, like, or a postal service, you can get the mail. So that's available for you. And it's pretty affordable. I wanted to make something that's pretty, ooh, I'm burping. Burrito burp. Soulful. I wanted to have an offering that economically is accessible for my beautiful beings, if working together one-on-one isn't it quite yet. But that's also available too. If you feel like you want to be held in an intimate cocoon, to really just sit with any, blockages, any limiting beliefs, and turn them into liberating beliefs, I got you. It's just a sacred space to really be held and to do the work of alchemy as a mystic, because healers need healers as well, okay? So just know you're not alone. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Throwing it back to the early 200s. 2000s. Peace.